guys, Nathan here. Welcome back to In the Sticks. It's getting warm, snow's melting, and things have been happening. Let me show you what's been going on here. All right, numero uno. Look at this door here. We got it just about stripped down. I think it's looking real good, and we're gonna get staying on that hopefully very soon here. But that's not all. There's been a lot of changes here in the garage. And the garage is starting to look a little bit more like a shop. One of the things I'm super excited about is that sandblaster right there. It's almost all hooked up. We got a couple of little pieces to go, but for the most part, it's done. And it's gonna be really helpful with a lot of the projects we got going on. When we moved the sandblaster in the corner, I had this bench right there, that white bench I picked up for nothing off of Marketplace. And it's given us a lot of extra space once we moved the old bench over. And we built a little extension on there, so we got ample workspace now. Went through the shelves here. We got some Jeep parts, nice and organized, some newer Jeep parts, some motorcycle parts, and then there's a little shelf of dreams. We got a brass fan in there that I'm gonna fix up eventually. Over to the right, you got that old jack. I think that's gonna be the first sandblaster project once it's ready to go. And just a few other odds and ends. In the corner, we got this old Jeep motor. You guys have probably seen it in videos before, but I don't want to go too far into it because I don't want to kind of give away some of my ideas for that, but we got some plans for that motor. Got it turning over, cranking really nice, everything's smooth, and the valves and the cylinders look good. So that's going to be a future project. And we got the tractor out. Look over here, we're starting to clear some alder brush and things are starting to open up really nice. So like I said, things are happening. I could show you 101 projects that I want to do, that I'm going to do, but there's one that I want to get you super excited about because it's the next project that's coming up right now. I'll show you right after I visit Harrison, playing in the old broken down plow truck. He was calling me over while we were making this last little clip. What's happening, Harrison? That kid loves anything with a motor. He's constantly trying to start things up, which is kind of scary, but I gave him his own keys so that he can get in there and play around a little bit. Yeah? That's good. Now you know where you're going. Yeah. So good luck, Fuzz. Hey, if he can get that thing started now, awesome, because I can't even do it. I can't find the key. It doesn't have a battery in it. I would actually be impressed. But here's what I want to show you. My 1994 Jeep Wrangler. It's an old YJ. I bought this thing back in Washington State, probably about 7 years ago. It was a mess when I found it, but about a year ago, I found something really cool on Facebook Marketplace when I was over in Fort Knox, Kentucky. Let me take a minute to show you here. All right, we're back in the garage. I was sputtering over my words because I'm so excited. Maybe you'll be just as excited as I am. Let's move this stuff. Come on, broom. These are some Acme CJ7 doors. So what's so special about them? Absolutely nothing. Actually, a lot of people didn't even like them, but I think they're really cool. I've been looking for a set for a long time now, and I'm excited to get them on the Jeep just because I think they're neat. So we're gonna get them hung up just like Project Door over there. It's we're not gonna make it pretty. We're just gonna get it on there and see if we can make it fit. Okay, so the nice thing about a Jeep door is you don't have to be super smart to take it off. There's just one bolt here. And once you get past that, you literally just lift it up and hook the inside little strap. There's like a little cloth strap in there so it doesn't overextend, and you pull it off. The only thing that might give me a little bit of an issue here is the snorkel. This little edge here on the door hinge, it'll come up and it'll hit it. So I'll probably off camera have to take this, loosen it up a little bit to get this one off. The other side should be pretty darn easy here. About an entire 5 minutes has elapsed already. Got this door on. I think it's as cool as I thought it would look. All I had to do to take it off was take these 2 bolts out, pull that snorkel back a little bit so this could come up off right here. But that's about what it's going to look like. Now that half door right there, we're going to keep that. It's kind of cool in its own right. It's got this upper slider here that comes off. So you can either have it be a half door or a full door. Those will go in the storage, and we're going to put the other door on the other side here. But first, there's one more issue that we have to address. So there's a few reasons it's taken me so long to get these things on. I mean, I've had them a little over a year, but I ran into issues right away. First issue was this latch here. So here's the mechanism on my old door. This is the mechanism on my new old door. You can see one doesn't quite look like the other. So the door I have on now utilizes a thing called a slam latch, and you have to have a latching head that looks like this here. I think they call it a Christmas tree head. I could be wrong, but I'll tell you what, this thing was near impossible to find, and it didn't come with the parts that I needed. So I went to go find them online. I thought I could go look on eBay, go look on Craigslist, that they probably wouldn't be that hard to find. I was absolutely wrong. I looked for months and months and I couldn't find them until I finally went to Austin Hardware. I'll put a link in the description below. This place is absolutely awesome if you need to find just obscure hardware. I mean, I couldn't find it for the life of me, and they had it at a fair and reasonable price. So got that, and I was able to get a new latch just like this for the other side because the other one was broken, and it's gonna work out well. I think it's gonna work out well. So to make this work, I'm gonna have to unscrew that and probably drill out these rivets here, and I'm probably just gonna like rivet on or weld the new plate, rivet on or bolt the new piece on. So let's get at it. All right, there it is, got it off, too easy. Just some pop rivets right there. We're gonna drill them out and get this piece off. So we're either gonna make it work or we're gonna break it. But I think we're gonna make it work. All right, so here we go. Oh, that was quicker than I expected. Look at that. All right, now I gotta find a way to unbolt this. It seems like when something goes easy, it seldom goes easy the whole way. I don't know how I'm gonna get past here because it looks like the bolt goes in a little bit there to make it hard to come undone. So we're gonna take a look at this a little bit. All right, after a whole minute of thought and in-depth reflection, look at this. Didn't come out that easy. I actually had to kind of turn it really hard, but that's why it's locked in there, and it's gonna do the trick. So I got it to work, but as is this whole entire crazy story called life, didn't work exactly how I thought it would, and I don't really like how it's on there. I mean, it's a little bit of loosey-goosey. You can see that whole section I thought I'd attach it to is gone because it didn't bring it out far enough, but it works. Holds nice. It comes a little bit loose if I give it a tug, but it stays where it's supposed to be. Had to take all this old weather stripping off. I mean, it was going to come off anyway. And I got a little bit of cleaning up to do there. Looks like somebody put that on with liquid nails or something. But, you know, if any of you guys out there have a better idea of how to make this work better than what I'm doing, let me know. But it works. I'm happy with it. On to side number 2. Side number 2 came with this broken locking mechanism. Went to Austin Hardware and I got this nice one here. This one still has all the old weather stripping coming off, which I'm not worried about. I'll take the rest of that off, and eventually I'm going to clean these doors up and paint them nice. But we're just going to get it on. All right, so I repeated on this side, took the bolt off. Don't have a snorkel to contend with here. And, oh, look at that, I lied. Should be as easy as just lifting it off. Things aren't always easy. Come on. We have to get the hammer. Hold on here. All right, got the hammer. Let's get that bolt a little wrap up. We have to try the real hammer. This one is stubborn. All right. Come on. There we go. Door's off. Let's get the other one on. All right, I always wanted to try this just because it's silly. And the door is on. I should just tried that the first time taking it off. Harrison driving yet another vehicle. Reese just hanging out. I decided I would spare you from looking at me remove the same thing. Next time you look, that'll be in place. And the only other thing is I decided to get new hardware. So I want to be able to lock my door. So I got a new one of these. I'm going to move it over here. It is hard to hear. All right, so I got a new handle. One thing that was super hard for me to find was another one of these kind of handles here. I actually seen one at the hardware store. And I went back and they didn't have them anymore. So I ended up ordering these. Same thing, just off of early, or would be for, as a reproduction for an early 1930s coupe. Should work just fine. Can you believe the noise that kids make? But it's fun having them out here while I do this. And if you don't hear me say everything, I guess you just don't hear me say everything. But you know, I do have a question for you guys out there. If any of you actually know what a handle like this is called, I would be interested to know, because I couldn't tell anybody the name. I couldn't Google the name for one of these. I mean, it's super simple. I'm sure they have to be out there and readily available, but I don't know the name. Oh, dropped it. So if you know the name, let me know. Thanks to COVID and not being able to go to a hardware store right now, I don't have anything to use for a screw to attach that onto there, so we're just going to reuse the old one until we can get pieces for the new one. Major Reese. Ready, aim, fire! So while I was cleaning up, Reese got into the helmet collection and he found a BB gun, and I got the door on. So we'll do a little walk around here. I think it looks good. The only thing is, pop rivets are not the answer. So I think I'm gonna have to find a way to, like, not screw them on there, but bolt them on. But I like it. It looks good. I got a couple more things we're gonna do with it. But right now it's getting late, and I think we're gonna call it a night. Well, it's almost 9:30 at night. We're in the house making macaroni in the microwave, and I realize if I keep going on with this video, it's going to be super long. So then we're going to call this Jeep video or project video part 1, and we're going to post it and we're going to come back to it. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and you got anything to say, Fuzz? Macaroni.
Yeah, macaroni.